Man, it's Saturday. So the most nefarious man in human history is to my right. Landlord from Alabama is in the building. So how you living, my boy?
I'm living righteous, man. I like you, man. That's what
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm doing this morning.
We're not finna start off with lies,
I'm just saying, it ain't Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Little,
sir.
little, little white lie don't hurt. You
It's
know what I'm
Sunday.
saying?
It's Sunday somewhere.
Little white lie don't hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, I'm good, man. Ready to get this game going, man. Go and get it out the way because we gotta. After these 4 games, we got a nice little stretch, and I'm just ready to see how my team gonna respond, man. That's what I'm ready to see this.
Man, I am too, my boy. So, hey, salute to Jameson Taylor. I see my boy T Smooth TV tapping in. We got a lot to discuss and not much time to talk about it, man. So, y'all know the usual drill, the rules and regulations. When y'all come tap in with your boy Henny, when you tap in with your boy Landlord, we need you to hit that like button expeditiously. We need you to share the content 6 times because we do practice manifestation in the trap in the liquor store to manifest that 6th championship for the Dallas Cowboys. And we do need you to slap the shit out of an Eagles fan and or a Giants fan. Either one is a suitable substitute for the other. So tap in. Hey, tap in. Make sure you cash out. Make sure you super chat because I'm raffling away tickets. But man, there's a bunch to discuss. I want to go ahead and get into it. And let me just show y'all some love in the chat box and then we'll begin. Carl Main, Michael Itry, what's up with you? 434 Cowboy, John Cofield, Todd Cowboys, Brian Kite, CD Cowboys Nation, April Barnes. What's good with y'all good people, man? Joshua Fisher, thank y'all for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store and showing love to the trap early on a Saturday morning, man.
Shout out to all the people, man, and we forgot first and foremost, Happy Veterans Day
Happy
to all
Veterans
the
Day.
veterans, man, and it is my brother's birthday, so R.I.P. to my big brother, man. So
Happy heavenly birthday.
happy heavenly birthday to him, man. So it's kind of rough for me today, but man, Happy Veterans Day for the rest of the people out here, man. So let's go.
Indeed, man. So, hey, I don't know if you saw, but Micah Parsons done pissed off America as a whole.
The whole U.S.
He done just pissed off the entirety of America. There's people that are Cowboys fans that are mad at Micah Parsons. Of course, Eagles fans were mad at Micah Parsons because they always press and they little pussies be heard about everything. Let's see. Like anybody that don't like the Dallas Cowboys or don't like Dak Prescott are up in arms by Micah Parsons' recent comments. And in case y'all don't know what the hell we talking about, Micah said that Dak Prescott deserves to be in the MVP conversation. I'm going to play the clip. I got it flipped with an effect on it. It didn't hit me with a copyright last night, so hopefully it don't hit me with a copyright today. So I'm going to throw it out. I'm going to pull it up and throw it out there. And we're going to hear what Micah Parsons say it for himself. We'll react to it, and we'll see, if there's any merit behind what my boy 11 from heaven is saying.
If you're looking at numbers, what he's able to do, his efficiency and things like that, Dak Prescott is playing at elite level. I think he needs to be talked about more, not less, and not in a downwards way. He is playing at elite level, and we should open our eyes. Open your eyes, people. Dak Prescott should be in the MVP conversation, and I think he will prove that leading out to the end of this year, and winning some big games and leading us to the playoffs.
Okay. So that was number 11, Micah Parsons, multi-time All-Pro pass rusher for the Dallas Cowboys. That's what he said about your quarterback. So I'll start with you because I gave my thoughts on it yesterday. So I don't think anybody heard your thoughts or perspective on this, landlords. We'll start with you.
Exclusive. I mean, it's just crazy to me, man. It's like the only reason this is controversial is because it's the Cowboys and it's Dak Prescott. But I mean, if you look at his numbers, he's playing on that type of level. And people say, it takes more than that. It's this and that. But at the same time, man, look, they do it the opposite way. So if it was lesser numbers with more wins, they'll still give him the MVP conversation. That's just what Jalen Hurts just did last year. He didn't have no MVP numbers. You know what I'm saying? They was having MVP wins. You know what I'm saying? If you combine what he did on the ground and in the pass, it looks decent. But you can't have it both ways. If you gonna give people more props for the lesser numbers and more wins, you got to do it the other way around. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, we know that one player don't make or break a win, bro. So we need to just nip that in the bud right now. So if you looking at his performance as an individual, Dak Prescott is looking some top tier. And then if you look at the record, it ain't like he losing every game. He's still winning. You know what I'm saying? He just lost last week. Or you know what I'm saying? He just lost a few games. So it ain't like he got like astronomical numbers on a bad team. So that ain't true either. So of course he need to be in the MVP conversation to me.
And let's go historically. Barry Sanders was a great running back on a bad team, right?
Yeah.
He won MVP with his team going 9-7.
Exactly.
So like they only do this shit when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. They move goalposts. They got he gotta beat this minute winning teams. Well, y'all got Tua at the top of the MVP conversation. He hasn't beat a winning team since last year.
See that?
He hasn't beat a winning team since like October, November of last season.
See, they forget to tell you that it's special rules for Cowboys. See, y'all be forgetting that, don't you? It's special rules and stimulations for us. You know what I'm saying?
And indeed, man. Matter of fact, let me see. I got some stats for Dak Prescott in here somewhere. I think I do. If not, then I can just pull from my mind, because I know this for a fact. Dak Prescott is third in completion percentage. Dak Prescott is fourth in QBR. Dak Prescott is ninth in passing touchdowns. Dak Prescott is seventh in passer rating. Right. Dak Prescott is top 10 in passing yards. Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in the National Football League so far on third down. Look at passer rating on third down. It's 116.4 on third and fourth down. The best in the National Football League.
That's ridiculous.
That's
ridiculous right now.
So let's keep going. Like, highest scoring drive percentage in the first half of the season. Dak Prescott is second. He got Dallas Cowboys second. And we scoring points after a very slow start. We out there moving the ball. This man got 9 touchdowns by himself in the last 3 games.
So if you ask me now, hey, you'll have to have your eyes. You'll have to be looking at the other side of the ball. With you know what I'm saying? What y'all doing? How much do we need to score to be winning these games, man? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, defense. Y'all got to tighten up.
Hey, that's real talk too, though, man. So I
we
got
the second most scoring team, and then
the season.
Philly got 1 loss.
Philly got 1 loss.
Like, come on, we slightly behind them, and we got 3.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta do better than that, man.
Yes, we do. We got to be better. But man, like the Dallas Cowboys, man, like, it's only, like you said, it's only a discussion. It's only a negative. It's only controversial because Micah Parsons is a Dallas Cowboys player. They don't like the fact that he got this podcast. Hey, hold on. Let's stop the show and show some love to Miss Charles. She just hit my boy LandLord with a 5-piece. He said, "LandLord and Ty, my sister and Cowboy Nation, I miss seeing you all. Please, everyone, stay blessed. DC for life." Hey, it's good to see you too, Miss
Shout
Charles.
out to you, Mr. Dick. I ain't seen you in a minute, I don't think so. I hope everything well with you. And my bad here. Shout out to all my members over here rocking with your boy. Choctaw, Montana. I see you got us the poet and Miss Niecy in the building. So shout out to y'all, all the members rocking with your boy.
Facts. And listen, he helped us. Dak Prescott, like they said, he helped us single-handedly beat the Los Angeles Chargers because we didn't have no run game. Defense gave up a touchdown on their first possession, and he just went out there and held his nuts and made play after play, off script from the pocket. He did everything humanly possible to get a dub for the Dallas Cowboys that game. He went out there and threw a party against the Los Angeles Rams. He threw 4 touchdowns to get the Rams. They only had gave up 4 passing touchdowns the entire
whole year.
The whole year. And he went and got that in 1 game. Right? Then he went out there against the Super Bowl favorite Eagles. Like, the Eagles are supposed to be the favorite to make the Super Bowl. They're supposed to be the best team in the NFC. And he went out there and threw a party on them boys. He like came up a couple inches short on a couple combined plays from going out there and beating the Philadelphia Eagles at their house. So
against the Eagles and the refs.
Against the Eagles and the refs, we're gonna put it like that, man.
I ain't lying. I mean, hey, I'll be the sacrificial lamb. Say what you want to say, but it's the truth. I'm sorry. It's the truth. Them boys were pulling and tugging on us the whole game, man.
Yeah, man, they did us dirty. They did us dirty, man. So, and listen, like, let's look around the league, dog. Like, they had Brock Purdy in MVP conversations. He ain't won a game in a month. He still got top 10 MVP odds.
Wow.
He still got top 10 MVP odds. Matter of fact, let me pull up the MVP
Time
list.
out. I gotta piggyback off that. That's biasness right there, right? If the Dallas Cowboys would have lost 3 straight games, bro, we wouldn't be nowhere near the top of nothing, according to the mainstream media. Nowhere near 3 straight games, but they would have did us so dirty. They still doing us dirty now, and we ain't lost no 3 straight games. So just imagine if they had a whole bad month to remember about the Cowboys. Well, we'll be the 20th ranked team right now. That's what them folks. Yeah.
Man, we got folks still saying, man, I don't know, man. I think the 49ers still up there. I think the 49ers still one of the best teams in the NFC, even though they might be on a 4-game losing streak after tomorrow, because they got a very tough task going to Jacksonville and playing the Jaguars right now.
I like Trevor, bro. I like Trevor too.
And listen, and I like Trevor too. He ain't even put it together this year yet.
Yeah, it's something with the people. Like, some people like hate the player that beat their college team. For me, I respect them way more. Like, you beat Bama, I be like, man, hey.
Oh, you might really be like that.
Yeah, you gotta get that dude some respect. Like, when you beat my team, I get a little respect for you. I ain't gonna cap. So
I mean, the one thing that really put me onto Dak Prescott before he came to the Dallas Cowboys, him and Mississippi State put up like 60 on Arkansas. You know,
yeah,
it was a dog fight.
Auburn, when I seen Dak beat Auburn, because I knew Mississippi State wouldn't like that, but they beat Auburn, I was like, oh, this dude here for real. I knew he wasn't gonna be able to beat us, but I'm still like, hey, Auburn was a good team back then too. So just like Deshaun Watson, I still got a certain amount of respect for him because he was beating Bama. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I look at him like, hey, he is good now. I don't know what they're doing over there now, but I still look at him like he's still a good quarterback.
Yeah, 7 touchdowns against my Razorbacks. That's what it was, what Prescott put up on us. And listen, it wasn't even like it was an out of hand game. That shit went back and forth. He won that game 51-50.
Wow.
7 touchdowns. Yeah, like
who y'all had over there?
Man, I forget who we had.
I don't know. Y'all putting up points like that. Good grief.
Man, we don't put up points like that against Alabama. We was against everybody else.
Y'all doing y'all job against everybody else.
Everybody else, you know, Alabama. It was at one point where Arkansas, LSU, and Alabama were the 3 best teams in the SEC. Yeah. Then we had lost our coach Petrino on that motorcycle incident. He had to lead the program.
I remember that boy McFadden. He used to be a beast. McFadden used to be hard. Him and what the other dude?
Felix Jones.
Yeah, they was hard. Yeah, they was hard. I remember he had the heavy Chevy. Darren McFadden, you remember that car he had? He had like an Arkansas Chevy or something on some rims and stuff. Like, everybody wanted that car. He like, shit, I'd love to have my college on a car like that. But yeah, man. So when you beat my team, I get a different level of respect for you, though. That's just me. So who else? Just like Burrow. Even though I feel like Burrow was a little flukish because he was like a 1-year kind of dude. I still give Burrow a little respect. Like, hey, man, he beat my squad. I can't say much about him.
Man, real talk. Yeah, but hey, I fool with Joe Burrow though, man. I don't hate him. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of folks hate these other quarterbacks, man. Like, I don't really hate these other guys, except for like when we play them. You know,
I can't stand the Eagles though.
Yeah, like the Eagles.
And Jalen Hurts. I can't stand them boys.
So we're talking about somebody that's deserved to be in MVP talks. We got to talk about somebody that deserves to be in benching talks.
Who you talking about?
Let's take a wild guess.
Micah Gallup.
Nah. He's
On our team?
He's on our team and he's on offense as well. But you're thinking.
I don't want to do that. Nope. You
too late.
finna bench the man?
I got the numbers.
Ugh.
I got the numbers.
I don't think I'm quite ready to say he need to be benched yet.
You don't need to be benched, but you need to think about doing something because this is ridiculous. So he's second in the NFL so far. This is Terence Steele. Second in the NFL in most sacks surrendered. So he's given up 6 sacks already. That's second most in the league. He's tied for the 5th most quarterback hits allowed with 6. He's 8th in pressures allowed with 28. The key one I want you to really look at is the one at the bottom. He has the lowest pass blocking grade in the NFC among starting tackles. The only guys that are worse than him are guys that get in, get their ass whooped, to get benched. This man has graded out so far as a 35. There's 64 starting tackles in the National Football League, and all of them, all 63 of them, not named Terence Steele, are better pass blockers. There's 63 starting tackles that are pass blocking better than Terence Steele right now. There's only one tackle that's given up more sacks. There's only 4 that done given up more hits. The pressures, I'm just saying that he's not playing well, dog. I don't know what the hell we can do.
And I give Boss what he said about the some of the pressures don't be legitimate, but even if you take the pressures away,
I got one further for you.
Look, even if you take the pressures away, that's still a terrible resume right now.
I mean, let me ask you a question. Like we talking about film. What about when we see it on film that they don't account some shit on him that he deserved? He gave up. He's the one that gave up the sack to Aaron Donald. They ain't counting against him.
Yeah.
They did not count the sack or the pressure on him on the Aaron Donald sack in the Rams game.
Think about this. It worked both ways too. Because sometimes you don't get a pressure when you probably deserve one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like he gave up a sack. They did not put the sack on him though. He gave up a sack and a pressure. They said, "Nah, I don't think that was really him. It was play action." But he really was supposed to sell the run, get back onto his man, and that's why Aaron Donald came clear and damn near killed your quarterback.
To be honest, though, I think he do got the right attitude, though. He's the right type of worker, man. So, like I said, I want to see how he responds. Like give him about 2 more games, and unless this next game is just absolutely horrendous. If it's similar to that game, then hey, I might let it. Hey, he might have to feel that pine. But if he'd have an okay game this game, you know what I'm saying?
Hold up. What? Hayes hit me with an inside. He said, "What's up, my Puerto Rican brother HTN?" he talking about how his boss was on looking like we working on Depot.
How what, man?
You remember the graphics boss made for us?
Oh yeah.
We little Puerto Rican.
Yeah, that's funny. But
it's not just a bad game, Brian. Cause it's a bad season.
I look at it like that. That's why he on a time limit for me. That's the only reason I'm up here saying give him a game or 2. You know what I'm saying? Let him respond. I want to see how he responds. He seemed like he had the right type of attitude. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he'll do better.
Hey, you gotta say this man even look lost on the picture.
Wow. That's very mature, y'all. It's early than a mug, and y'all up here doing this man dirty. It ain't early for some of y'all. It ain't that early for some of y'all, but it's still early.
LandLord, who's doing us worse, Terence Steele, or are we doing Terence Steele worse? Because we need him in our time of need.
That sounds so bad. When somebody say they need you and you didn't come through, that's terrible.
I needed you.
It makes you it feels so bad.
I needed you,
sir. We needed you, sir. We absolutely need. But okay, look, he's hurt. If he's hurt, because I heard, did you hear his interview?
I was there. Remember, I commented in the chat box with you. He said some days he gave us that. He gave us a gospel song.
I was about to say
some good days.
Look, when who talk like that? Old people talk like that. You know, you ask your grandma and granddad, how you feeling, granddad? Well, you know, I have my good days, I have
You
my
got
bad
my
days.
bad days.
You know
I
what I'm saying? He
won't
sound like one of
complain.
the old folks. Like,
He finna break out
man,
in a hymn.
that dude is hurt, bro. He hurt. And I like after that, after we say, okay, he hurt, who do we blame? I put blame on both of them.
His ligaments.
I put blame on him for playing. I put blame on the front office for insinuating that he played. So like, I'm mad at both parties though. I'm mad at both parties. Cause like I said, man, you got to put your pride to the side and say, hey, I'm finna sit. Okay, I'm not healthy, huh?
That man just got 80 plus $1 million. That man ain't trying to miss a penny.
You talking about some selfishness. I'm talking about for the betterment of the team. I don't care what you got.
I know, but that was listen. You talk about he need to have some owners for playing that shit. That's why he's gonna play. Like the game checks are different when you actually suit up.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, it's all fun and games until you know. How can I code word this? Because I don't want to keep saying this. It's all fun and games until something unfortunate happens to one of your players. You know what I'm saying?
We're not going to do this shit today.
So that's all I'm saying. Like all it takes is one play, bro. And I don't want this dude back here playing around and then boom, something happen. Just sit him down. That's a danger. That's dangerous.
Man, I'm just saying, dog. Like at this point, what are your other options? And I asked you this in the chat, but I don't think you had seen it. You know, you had the trap jumping. I think you had to close shop because it was hot on the block. I think some you heard sirens and shit. But I asked you, do you think they would have rushed him back if Waletzko and Josh Ball went on IR? If you actually had backup right tackles, do you think they would have pushed him to play?
I thought they was playing with Waletzko at left.
They played him at right because he was the one getting the reps when he was out during training camp.
They supposedly like Waletzko. I don't know how is that still the vibe in the locker room or not, because that stuff changes. But if Waletzko would have been there, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they had enough faith in Waletzko being a decent player. You know what I'm saying, to be able to back up him. But I don't know, man. That's an interesting point. That might be why they nudged him a little more like, hey, you sure you ain't healthy? Like, because hey, we ain't got no more. We ain't got nobody else now.
Salute to you guys of helping us practice manifestation in the liquor store. But man, real talk though, man, because like
how many weeks before he came back before Kyler Murray? Like he came back before all them weeks, bro.
Listen, this is going to be our 9th game that we're going to play, so that's at least 10 weeks.
To me, bro, this is all I'm gonna say. The only reason I ain't gonna say that's all the way valid is because the Cardinals don't have nothing to play for either.
But they didn't know that going into the season.
They probably knew they was gonna be a bad team.
Man, I don't believe so.
They don't even like Kyler Murray like that over there.
Listen, they don't like Aaron Rodgers. They like that he's a good player, and Kyler Murray, even though I don't think he's this upper echelon quarterback, like he plays well in his division. He's a dual threat quarterback. When he's healthy, they win games. You know what I'm saying? At least they been on the trajectory of winning games.
My theory is he didn't have enough to play for, but I don't know. Because if Terence came back 9 weeks before him, 10 weeks before him, that's alarming, bro.
It's alarming for us because they probably handled his rehab better. Listen, we've been saying that Michael Gallup came back too early. We were saying like, damn, Donald not playing the same right now. I wonder if he came back a little too early. You know, we say this about every damn player. So the common denominator is us and how the hell we push dudes out there. So they like the Cardinals probably handle his shit perfectly because he's a running quarterback. They can't take a risk of bringing him back too early without his leg healing up. Because the moment he take off running or plant the wrong way, and go back down, you probably miss another year and a half with him. So they probably handle his stuff the way you're supposed to, because he's 5'9".
He's a quarterback. Yeah,
he's a 5'9" running quarterback. If he's not elusive, if he can't get out the pocket and make plays, then I don't think that he's the same player. So I think that they handle his right.
What's up, Miss Queen? She said, y'all was up early as hell. Yeah, I said the same thing.
Man, it be like that sometimes.
Y'all know I got My son got youth sports in a minute. You know, we a game away from the championship, so we happy about that. We finna go ahead and smack these boys around and get to this championship next week.
Man, hey, good luck, man. Good luck to y'all on your endeavors. You know, hopefully y'all 40 burger these boys, man. Go out there with get that dub.
We finna smack them around,
man, expeditiously.
But you got anything else you want to talk about? Because I'm finna have to ride on out in a second.
Man, I don't really believe there's much to touch on. You know, I just wanted to talk to the people out there.
So you don't want to talk about how dominant the New York Giants are. You don't want to talk about it.
Man, listen.
That's lazy work right there, hand. That's lazy work.
You ain't finna do us like this, man. Like you're not finna do us like this early.
All right, we ain't gonna do that. But you know, it is a football game. We have to play it, and hopefully we do better. Shout out to Eternal Dynasty with the 199. He says all 3 L's were on grass. The things to make you go,
Well,
but the players fighting for grass though. That's what's
are.
Peculiar. Most of the players want to play on grass though.
But it's for entry things, you know. Like that, it doesn't necessarily mean the Dallas Cowboys play better on grass.
Well, yeah, they say it's safer.
Yeah, it's safer. But you know, like I don't necessarily believe. Because remember, like even Dak, his numbers are better on turf. He also snapped his leg on turf.
Oh my God.
So you know, like.
How you want to do that?
How you want to do that?
What's the stats for that?
What his splits? I can look at his splits for real though, cause they got like the splits.
Well, on turf versus on grass.
Turf, grass. Let me see.
Some stuff just don't make sense. It's too many variables to make a stat out of how they be doing this stuff. Like okay, they say Dak Prescott did this on turf and on grass. Did you know that CD didn't play? Or you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean that shit.
Who played that game?
Hey, we got this shit broken down to a science. So Dak Prescott, for real, hear this out though. Dak Prescott this year on turf, 118 completions of 157 attempts, 1,235 yards, a completion percentage of 75.2. 8 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, a long of 60, a passer rating of 111.8, and a rushing touchdown. Dak Prescott on grass, 68 completions, 108 attempts, 776 yards, a completion percentage of 63%, 5 passing touchdowns, 4 interceptions, a long of 40, and no rushing touchdowns.
So he's better on turf. Well, but that's pretty much telling you, look, what we got at home.
Turf.
So
we play good at home.
You know he better at home. That's the easy one right there.
But they also got that split though. They got home and away. They got against AFC opponents, against NFC opponents, against divisional opponents. They got it.
They for real about this.
They got it broken down for every team that he's played. They got him first half, second half, quarter by quarter. They got him for completion percentage and everything else, first, second, third, and fourth down. Got his.
Now hold on, they break it down by downs too.
They break it down by downs. They got it broken down by when he's ahead, when he's behind, when he's tied. By field position on your own 1 through 20, on your own 21 through 50, on your opponent's 49 through 20, on your opponent's 19.
They spent a lot of time on that shit.
They got everything. They got every stat for every situation that you ever want to know. So that's why I don't understand why people can want to make up shit when you can just Google it. I found all this shit with one Google search.
Yeah.
On one page.
That's wild. I didn't know they got that in depth with the specifics like that.
Yeah, that's why they got stats for everything. Because you know, listen, when it comes down to it, one, the people that are making the stats most of the time are making millions. The people that are making decisions based on players use the stats, and they're making millions. The players that you're going to pay based off the stats are going to make millions. So they got scientists for this shit, nigga.
You ain't lying. They got them analytic teams for a reason.
Yeah, they got whole analytics teams. They got
that's a part of the coaching staff these days.
Mm-hmm. So it's important, man. Like hell, they trying to listen. You're trying to find any advantage that you humanly possibly can in terms of going out there and calling a good game, in terms of going out there and trying to win a game. So they look at everything: splits, percentages from personnel packages, percentages from from concepts. How well do you throw off play action? How well do you throw off of RPO? How well do you throw in a standard drop back? How well do you throw off a 3-step drop, 5-step drop, 7-step drop? They got the numbers for all of it.
For every single thing.
And the reason that they do though, and that's why I said though, like stats go hand in hand with film, because how the hell you think they got the stats? They had to look at film first to get the stats. I understand that folks don't want to just blindly look at the stats by themselves, but they had to come up with the numbers some way, because some stuff.
That's all I'm saying. Like the only argument I have against the stats is like some of the stuff is like breaking down to how they determine this. Like, how do you determine a pressure? How do you determine you know what I'm saying? Like it's certain little nitpicky stuff, because just like they did with Trayvon. Whoever be the closest to the play, that's who they attribute the yardage to. And
see,
sometimes that ain't true.
But there was one site with an entirely different grading scale. Because you look at the NFL's official stats, he was good in all that shit. The only person saying that he was bad was PFF, and that was just one site. ESPN said he was good coverage corner, was highly graded. The National Association Football voted him as an All-Pro that year, so of course they thought he was a good corner. So like there's numbers for everything, but there is a standardized system that the NFL goes by, and then there's other people that are independent that have their own numbers. But if you ever want
practice, their own way they get to their conclusions,
right? So if you're ever curious about most things, just look at the official numbers, and then you start there. And if you don't feel like that adds up, then you go to a third party.
Yeah,
that's interesting. I've been saying Cowboys play a bit slower on regular grass all the time. Sometimes they get away with it. Stats don't win games. Situational in moments football play does. Stat only tells the numbers that can be twisted to. Not really, because what do they base a stat on? They base a stat on what the hell happened on the field. If my quarterback got hit upside the head, it's quarterback hit, right? There's not really too much gray white in between that. If I threw a touchdown, I threw a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go into the advanced stats, like, hey, he threw a touchdown off of this particular formation.
I was about to say sometimes them touchdowns it's a lot, bro. Because look, sometimes you'll get them little. Sometimes you'll get them little Patrick Mahomes touchdowns and be like, he threw a touchdown. Nah, he really didn't. Did you see that? He flicked the ball 3 inches and the dude caught it and ran. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like stats are, they have their place for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, they have their place. How you get it, you still got it.
You know, still got it. But I'm talking about, is that a touchdown throw though?
It is, because hey, listen.
No, it's not.
The rules are the rules are the rules.
That's a touchdown toss.
Hey, if the ball is going forward and I just flip the ball like that, and you run and catch the mug, and
they might flick it to the back or flick it to the side or something. What you doing, man? Pat and them have a lot of them too. They be dope now. They be dope, because I think it takes skill, but he do that a lot. Like that little shuffle pass to the tight end, or he'll do a little reverse or something to a wide receiver in the red zone. They do all that type of stuff.
And listen, these boys, Justin, that score and all that other stuff because of stats, right? You know that they're up 3 scores because you can look at the scoreboard and see that they got 3 touchdowns up. So that's still a stat, right? Because you're using a stat and a situational statistic to disprove touchdowns, right? So you still use a stat to disprove a stat. I'm just saying, it all comes down to it, because the world in itself is about numbers, kinfolk. The world in itself is about numbers. We determine everything by distance, time.
I think you gotta say it perfectly. She said numbers and stats do matter in context and for reference. Yeah. As long as you got the right context on it, then we can, you know what I'm saying? We can go as far as you want to go with it then. You know what I'm saying?
And listen, you're never supposed to use context without you never
Numbers
supposed to use,
without context. Yeah.
listen, if I say I got 80, what do I got 80 of? Do I got 80?
80 what?
Do I got $80? Do I got 80 pennies? Do I got 80,000? What the hell do I got 80 of? So you still gotta use context. So you know what I mean?
You definitely need to do the context in it. But yeah, man, I'm finna go have to ride on out, man. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all morning. And we finna go get this W. So I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy, man.
Indeed. Good luck to you, landlord. Appreciate you for coming through, showing love, rocking out, my guy. Holla at me, man. I'm gonna get at you on the flip side. Everybody, y'all know it's college football, so I might be back later on, but I'm gonna put some parlays in and see if I gotta go to work Monday.
Already, man. Let's get it.
Indeed, man. And yes, Coach Marv, hidden yardage, that's a real thing. That's a real thing, because you never know about penalty yardage, plays, big plays negated by penalties. There's a bunch of stuff that goes in it too. So yes, that is a very good point, Coach Marv. And thank you for tapping in, my guy.
Yes.